But China just got on this guy platform and said, you're basically buying the same thing. The only thing you're actually really paying for is the label. We are all producing these mass productions in the same place.
And like the era of designer stuff, designers' bags, shoes, clothes is about to come to an end because the Chinese manufacturer are exposing these big designers on where they produce their stuff and how much the stuff really costs. Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is a video of the Chinese response to the 150% tariff on Chinese goods coming to America. We all know Donald Trump did the cap sometime last week saying that any Chinese goods coming to America will pay a tariff of 125% of it. And now Chinese manufacturers now are exposing a lot of foreign brands, both the American, both Europe. They are exposing them. Yes, your Birkin, your Hermes, your Gucci, they are exposing them where they come to China to manufacture those stuff and then take it back home and put ridiculous price on it, even your Lululemon and all that. So there's a lot of viral video of a lot of Chinese manufacturer stating and showing their product on how these companies come to their country, come to their factory to produce this stuff that they are selling arm and leg for us that most average person cannot even afford or buy. But yeah, let's go check out this video. I'm going to play some clips of some of the vendors talking about this and then people's response to this entire madness. Let me know if you've heard about this and what are your thoughts on this.
Do you recognize this style, this bag? Of course you do. For the past more than 30 years, we have been the OEM factory for most of the luxury brands around the world. Gucci, Prada, Coach, Louis Vuitton, you name it. But for this, I am not proud because we were only making our wages. The profit margin for the people who are actually making the bags are very low. What I'm really proud of is that first, we have the best quality control. Two, we have the best craftsmanship. You know, Chinese craftsmen are always intelligent and diligent. Three, we have the most complete supply chain. We always get what we want, like zippers, accessories of any kind, any color, and leathers immediately. Now, as the USA and its little European brothers are trying to refuse Chinese goods, don't you think luxury brands are not trying to move their OEM out of China? Yes, they did, but they failed because the OEM factories out of China, they don't have good quality control and they don't have as good craftsmanship. Their workers are either too expensive or too lazy. Three, they don't have any supply chain. They always have trouble getting leather or zippers or any accessories. That is why they failed, and that is why we will always be the best OEM factory for luxury brands. Why don't you just contact us and buy from us? You won't believe the prices we give you.
Adidas, Nike. Ever wondered who are the suppliers behind the Salomon, Timberland, New Balance, Adidas, Nike, la 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 la? First, Baocheng Factory, one of the world's largest OEM sports shoe manufacturer. It is like a Foxconn in the shoemaking industry. During its heyday, it has over 100,000 employees in just one of its factories in Dongguan. What even surprised me is that it owns an independent brand called YY Sport. It's like a distributor for sports shoes like Nike and Adidas, same as like Foot Locker in America and JD Sports in England. Second, Huajian Group. It is one of the largest OEM manufacturer for leather shoes in China. On the other hand, Huajian mainly offer the OEM service towards those big brands like Gucci, Tariff, Coach, Calvin Klein, etc. Sounds crazy, right? Alright guys, this is Luna. Follow me for more China sourcing tips. Who are the suppliers behind Lululemon? Some of their yoga wears are actually from Xianglong Clothing and Hongqisheng Clothing. And guess what? Both factories located in Yiwu here. And these two factories also supply clothing for Fila and Under Armour. I guess most of you know the price of Lululemon or other big brands. They sell you a legging pants for $100. And guess what? Here in these two factories, you can get them for around $5 to $6. Crazy! And what's even better? The material and the craftsmanship are basically the same because they all come the same production line. See, this is why people come to China and looking for the OEM factory because they just can get the cheapest and best quality product from there and sell you, I don't know how much. Alright guys, if you want to know more about Lululemon or any other active wear brands, leave your message in the comment section. I'm Luna, your reliable sourcing partner.
Love what China doing. Keep on exposing these big brands. I just saw a video of this lady saying that, yeah, Lululemon, yeah, those leggings that y'all are paying $100 for, $5-6 over there. Like, they so petty because now the suppliers are saying, hey, y'all can just come to us directly. You ain't even got to do all that. Don't go to Alibaba. You come right to us. And those wedding bands that y'all are paying thousands of dollars for, you can get that same wedding band for $2. And he really think he doing something with these tariffs. Like, you ain't doing nothing but just exposing yourself and exposing this country. Like, this back and forth mess that he's doing, he's just causing such a big mess. And you can tell that they're getting scared now because now all of a sudden they are saying, hey, well, you know what? It's not going to be on electronics anymore. Not on the electronics, because they saw that Apple went over there and took them phones and flew them back over here. They said, oh, not us. I hope that this is the end of the whole knockoffs conversation. Like, it's all coming from the same production line.
If I see any of y'all say I paid full price for a Louis, Gucci, Prada, Versace, any of that shit that is made in China, I'ma laugh at you. Yep. Because I just found out that all them hoes are the same. If you got your Gucci from DHK, the same Gucci in the stores. Okay. It just got a label. Y'all ain't doing nothing but paying for a label. You label whores are about to be so pressed and so mad because y'all are not actually buying anything worth of substance. Y'all buying the same shit that we buy on DHgate, which I ain't never bought anything from DHgate, but now I am. I'm going to go get me a Gucci purse from DHgate because I didn't know that was the same thing. But China just got on this guy platform and said, you're basically buying the same thing. The only thing you're actually really paying for is the label. We are all producing these mass productions in the same place. Bruh. Jordans too. Get all your shit from DHK. It's all the same now.
I'm so confused because Hermes clearly purports that all of their bags are handmade in France and their watches are made in Switzerland. In their verbiage, there is no room for confusion about where their products are manufactured. There's no room for China. But in the beginning of that video, that nice Chinese man is clearly standing in front of what appear to be Hermes bags, saying that these are the bags that we manufacture. I noticed he didn't say Hermes when he called out all the brands like Prada, Louis Vuitton, Coach. But the implication was very clearly there. And if Hermes products, specifically their bags, are made from beginning to end in France, why would their valuation drop with the news that Chinese manufacturers are spilling the tea? It says right here on their website, the vast majority of our products are manufactured in France. And they talk about sourcing cashmere from Mongolia, blah, blah, blah. But absolutely nothing about China. And those purses that man was standing in front of were identical to Hermes bags, correct? So does that mean Hermes is lying to us? At least lying by omission? Or are their bags beginning to end manufactured, designed, whatever, in France? I'm so confused.
The thing about China exposing all of these luxury brands, I thought everyone knew that that ish was made in China. That's why I thought everyone knew that those bags were made for 15 cents in China. Chinese people are some of the most smartest, advanced people in the world. And they know how to make a tennis shoe for 5 cents. I don't know how they do it. And didn't Dior get exposed, last year in 2024? Their bags cost like $45 to make. And how much is a Dior bag? If that is true, that it costs $45 to make a Dior bag, you think that bag getting made in France or Italy or wherever? No, it's getting made in China. 99% of everything that you see, besides people, is made in China. Now, who is the Chinese vendor? Who is the vendor that is giving that top quality? That's where the challenge comes, because they got about 1,000 of them selling Dior bags, but which one is the one that makes the bags for Dior though? Yeah. That's what we want to know.
Going down the DH gate rabbit hole, especially with all the tariffs going on, and seeing the ungodly amount of money I've spent on designer over the years has me pissed. As a former sneakerhead, I guess maybe I still am, but we used to look down on people that would buy DH Gate shoes because they're not real and you could only wear real shoes. And then getting into designer, where I've bought so much Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, all of these big brands, that we kind of look down on people that will buy fake, what we consider fake, from DH Gate. And now to find out that stuff is the same stuff that I could have been buying for $100, but I spent $2,000 on it, this makes me sick. I knew I should have put that money into an investment property or something to make me money, but I just wanted to stunt. Now I'm going to be living by what I tell my clients, to not worry about designer. Put that money into real estate.
Who are the suppliers behind Solomon, Timberland, New Balance, Adidas, Nike, First, Baocheng Factory, one of the world's largest OEM sports shoe manufacturer. It is like a Foxconn in the shoemaking industry. During its heyday, it has over 100,000 employees in just one of its factories in Dongguan. What even surprised me is that it owns an independent brand called YY Sports. It's like a distributor for sports shoes like Nike and Adidas, same as like Locker in America and JD Sports in England.
So I'm guessing it's safe to say that China is currently winning this trade war. And all y'all that be out here when I was talking about reps and retail are the same thing because they're coming from the same place out there in China, y'all thought I was crazy. Y'all said I was making shit up. See, all those fake talking points that we've been using since the Cold War, about child labor, sweat, they don't do that shit. That's not how shit work over there. It's not. But, good old American propaganda, American exceptionalism. We just think we're the best over here. The whole time, we really the ones living in sweatshop. And it all got exposed to the average American when they did this TikTok shutdown. And everybody flocked to Red App, and we saw how bad we were living in poverty over here. They got high-speed rails, affordable clothes, affordable food. You know what I'm saying? The affordable housing. Whole time, we over here struggling in the slums. Then we over here going band for band on this trade shit. And we losing. Because they've been doing it. They've been preparing for this moment for decades, bro. They've been aligning themselves with the global South to replace our American consumerism so they could take the brunt of this bullshit, and it's working. They're literally flying goods into Vietnam in order to avoid the tariffs, because and they're getting their goods brought into Vietnam and then flying them from there to China to avoid some of that tariff shit. They have the logistical supply chain and manufacturing means to take the brunt of this shit and come out on the positive end of what we can know. So America's been, bullying people for the longest. It's not working right now. Then look what they did with I Show Speed. That's how they're getting the younger generation to see, like, okay, we're not that bad. They got I Show Speed to come out there to China and basically give them free promotion for about 10 days. I think he used that 10-day visa-free shopping thing that they're offering, people to come out there and just buy stuff and see China. So we're losing socially, we're losing culturally, we're losing economically. The last thing that you can do is go to war. I'm telling you, it's coming, bro. They've literally eradicated poverty, damn. I think 90% of their population is in the middle class. But then you got Americans that'll say oh, well, middle class for them is $15,000 a year. Yeah, but when their rent is $200, you know what I'm saying? Their food is $1. What are we really doing here? You know what I'm saying? They can live a comfortable middle class life on $17,000 to $43,000 out there. Meanwhile, you got people in America making well over six figures and live paycheck to paycheck. See, but that's what happens when you have unchecked capitalism and you allow corporate entities and CEOs to take over and, basically suck everything dry from the middle class, aka Reagan. This is when all it started, Reagan. Meanwhile, in China, their focus is the people. This is not vouching for them or any of that. It's just noticing the stark difference in between letting corporate greed and the dollar run a country versus people who care and understand the importance of supporting the people to get what you want.
Everybody that used to be mad at the girlies doing their DH Gate hauls, to the front, to the front, to the front, to the front. Listen, China been on TikTok exposing your favorite brands. All the Lulu girls with the Lulu on your butt, to the front. I've seen so many videos of these girls that be spending thousands of dollars mad at girls that spend a good little 50, 60, $100 here and there for the exact same bag. And some of y'all be like, I can tell immediately. Can you? Can you? I'm sure even in the worlds of fakes, there are levels to this shit, right? But for years, we all know Nike has sweatshops. All of these other companies, they have sweatshops. And where do y'all think the sweatshops are? Y'all talking shit about Shein, but it's the same quality as Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. Same factory. We've been saying it for years. It's coming from the same manufacturers. It's coming from the same manufacturers. And y'all are like, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is made in France. It's made in Beijing. They just take it over there right before it's finished, and they slap a little finishing touches on it and say, made in France. And y'all shell out thousands of dollars. And hey. Once again, I'm not against buying what you want, but this goes down to let people buy what they want. If someone wants the look of something, even if they like the look of the logo and they said, but I ain't paying $12,000 for it because it's not worth $12,000. Sometimes I just want y'all to admit that y'all just like the name. Y'all just want the brand. Y'all just want people to think that you have money. You don't want it because it looks good, because a lot of times a lot of y'all be throwing on designer from head to toe and look a mess. Look a mess. Oh, you know how much this fit worth? I don't care. It look like shit. And I swear sometimes I feel like these designers be doing this shit on purpose. They like, look, we finna make the ugly outfit called $5,000. Watch, they gonna buy it. And y'all buy it. And y'all literally buy it. When Kanye dropped his hobo collection, y'all was, oh my God, this is so futuristic and amazing. Post-apocalyptic fashions. Y'all talk shit about people that wearing Skechers, but y'all got on them big ass, bulky ass Bottega shoes, walking around looking clunky with skinny jeans on, and they have the nerve to talk about, man, you know how much I put that shit on. China said, since y'all bitches want to play with us, we finna expose you hoes. DJT, up everybody, like all of these companies finna be hot. I know all of these luxury brands is in a group chat right now, like, get this bitch out of here. Get him out of here. He is up for everybody. And China also said, by the way, we're going to make it easy for you to get a visa to come over here for 10 days. And you can just come buy this shit tax-free. No tariff. Not for you, baby. Not for you, baby. They haggling like, I don't know if you've ever been to China. Well, I've never been to mainland China. I've only been to Hong Kong. But I'm sure it's, relatively same type of like, culture. And this is the haggling they be giving you. Like, listen, don't tariff. No tariff for you. No tariff for you, pretty girl. No tariff for you. Okay, don't even worry about it. Just come buy the bag. Listen, I've been. Okay, what's the street called? I don't know. I can't remember because I haven't been there. But there's this alley where they have all the designer stuff in Hong Kong. All my Navy people know what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right now.
All is love, Frankie. Anyway, go down in the comment section and share your thoughts and let me know what you think about this entire conversation of China manufacturer exposing where these big brands are getting their stuff from and literally advertising for people to come buy directly from them. Let me know what you think about this down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thoughts, okay? So for me, I think, I don't understand the era we're in now. The era we're in now is so huge that we don't understand that a lot of fundamental changes is happening and is happening right in front of us. I feel like this whole craze for labels, designer stuff, I feel like this is what is going to put it to stop, because now those people that feel like if it's not a certain brands, they will not wear it because, oh, it's a knockoff, oh, it's not the real deal. And you see people trying to find out what the real deal is, not really considering that the most important thing is the material being used. Is it the same quality material that's being used? I feel like this old madness with this tariff Donald Trump came with, and China is like fighting back. I feel like it's going to cut down on those old madness, because now nobody now is going to be ashamed wearing DH Gate. Nobody now is going to be ashamed wearing not the designers, because does mine look good? Yes. Does it feel good? Yes. Does it look like the real deal that you think you have? Yes. So I feel like that's the era we're getting into. Luxury items are just going to turn to shit, like that. That's how I see it, because I feel like if you still hold on all these luxury items and you're still buying them, then girl, boy, what are you up to? Like, are you stupid? Because clearly now these people are like, if you scroll on TikTok today, all I've seen was different vendors, different brands, and where they manufacture from, including makeup. And I was shocked with makeup. Like guys, this thing is really not like everything you're looking for, from jewelry to shirts, shoes, like all sneaker, like I just feel like that's the area we're getting into, where none of these brands will matter, because now we now know that all their stuff is made in China. And like America always do, they always go with this propaganda where they almost everybody, they always made everybody feel like China stuff is like not good quality and all that. But I personally have known this for years, that China stuff are very, very high quality. Depends on what you want. Because if you go there and you tell them you want US standard, they give you US standard. Europe standard, they give you Nigeria standard, which is usually trash. They'll give you trash. It depends on what you want. You give them your specification and they produce it for you. So if you want luxury item, they will give it to you at a fraction of the price. At this point now, I want to visit China. I don't even know who's going to help me to get the China visa, but at this point, I feel like China is the place all of us should go. Even though I don't have money to buy anything, but I feel like China is the place I really want to go. And to really see how this, like, to see firsthand, and then also double into things like, girl, your girl can start up a business, giving you some luxury item at the fraction of the price you would normally get it with all the designer price. Like, why not? Because I feel like a lot of all these big designers and big names, they are so greedy that they are making, or some of them are making over 300% of what the cost price is. I understand some of those, like there was one I saw that the man was breaking the price of one of these designer company. I'm not sure. I don't want to call the name because I'm not sure whether it's Hermes or Birkin, but he was breaking it down, and the cost of the total bag cost about 1,200. Do you know how much that same bag is worth in that designer shop? Is worth over $35,000. Just imagine, that is over 300% profit. Okay, let's even talk logistics of shipping it and all that and all that. That's the let's say another 100% price on it was used for logistics and all that. So over 200%. Like, that's just telling, especially at the climates that we live, where things are really hard, people are struggling, people are barely making hands meet, that this same designer brand, and I get it, they have their target audience. They are just, it's just a capitalized system where we all live, where they are doing this. And some people will say, what am I talking about? A lot of Nigerians, a lot of Africans buy a lot of these designers, and I've seen how this has been used as flex and all that. But yeah, thank God I'm not really a designer person. Just as far as the thing is as good quality, lock me in. I'm going out. I have never ever, the few designers that I've got, I've never paid full price for them. I've always getting them on a sale. 6pm.com. That's where I normally get my what's it called? My Crocs slippers that I have. Love it to death. I've had it for almost 2 years now. Love it. Very comfortable. I got it at a fraction of the price. I paid $20 for it. Something crazy at 6 p.m. So yeah, I personally, I don't have that kind of money for designers, but the people that do, it's just so amazing how now they're making them know that what you're buying, they're just extorting you. Like, and I don't know how most of them feel. If you buy designer stuff, please let me know how you feel about knowing that most of the stuff you buy is being capped on over 300 plus profit into it. Let me know what you think about it down in the comment section. Please go on and share your. So some of them over 1,000. Like, imagine making a pants for $5 and then selling it for $100. Like, really? Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this amazing conversation we are having. But please, as always, keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free and share your thought, okay? Share the video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversations. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting this channel and this game. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video.